Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be a bonus reading. I just felt, as I said to Pisces, I felt inspired today to just do Celtic Cross for the rest of the year. I don't know why, but I just trust my inspirations and I go with it. So this is just going to be a bonus reading for the rest between now and the end of the year. We're going to look at the main, most important thing that you could be dealing with for the rest of the year here, Cancer. And we're just going to jump right in here and see what is going on for you at this time, Cancer. But let's see here. Cancer. You start off here in the present with the Five of Wands. Some of you could be conflicted about certain things in your life in general. I am almost positive that in one of the most recent readings I did for you, you had 555. You have 555, 555 showing up here in your reading again. So I do feel for some of you that this reading could be saying that 555 could be an important number for you. Five of Wands is a card of immaturity, but it is also a card of learning. It says that you are learning through whatever it is that you're going through here. And I feel like some of you need to realize that, but I do feel like you could be experiencing conflict or competition at this time, currently in the present position. For what's crossing you, you have the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is a card of needing to be grateful. He needs to turn around and see these two cups so he can get to this bridge that leads to the castle here. And I always say with the two cups, you don't just get the two cups, you get the bridge and the castle as well. So I feel for some of you, it's about needing to make some sort of change. The best way I could describe my feelings on this reading for you, Cancer, are it's like looking for something that can satisfy you, basically. I feel like for some of you, you could be kind of looking for satisfaction, or maybe you're having a hard time finding things that satisfy you as well. I'm missing a card. How crazy is that, Cancer? There we go. I've never done that before, right? That's a lie. But I feel for some of you, it's like you're feeling this desire of wanting to be satisfied, but just not being sure, what could possibly satisfy you in the first place. What you could enjoy, what is going to fulfill you, what is going to make your life happy. And I feel like you need to figure that out. We have the Nine of Pentacles here. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of self-esteem. It is a card of doing things that make you, that increase your self-esteem, doing things that make you feel better. Really, if I'm being honest with you, I feel that for the rest of the year, working on little tiny things that could increase your self-esteem will probably lead to a much, much better outcome, by the end of the year than you would normally have. So that's what I would do here. Again, I always like to remind people, you're not watching tarot for me to tell you Five of Swords is your outcome, your life is going to suck, right? That's not the point of tarot. The point of tarot is to tell you how you can change the outcome. Tarot doesn't control our life. We do. So, what I would say here right away, you could end the video now. Don't keep watching it. but what I would say is, if you want to improve your life between now and the end of the year, just doing tiny little things that improve your self-esteem would be a good idea. I always tell people, I'm not joking. I think people think I'm a jerk when I say this. I'm not saying this to be a jerk. I'm saying this because it works. I would say there are tiny little things you can do. If doing one push-up makes you feel better about yourself, do one push-up every single day. If changing your bed, or making your bed, if that makes you feel better, then do that. There is a snail right here on the Nine of Pentacles, and that snail represents a couple of things. Number one, represents slowing things down. Number two, it represents the fact that snails carry their home on their back, and it can say that making small changes in the home will lead to a lot of happiness, success, growth, abundance, all those other things, because the Nine of Pentacles is a card of environment. I also feel like your focus is going to be important as well. She has this falcon right here, and it represents focus, and it also represents ambition in your life as well. I feel like the thing that is kind of maybe holding this up is the Four of Cups. This is your foundation. I feel like you, again, your best advice for the rest of the year here is to almost create a new foundation. We even see a new foundation in your reading with the Two of Swords here, which I will talk about in just a minute. But I feel for some of you, The Four of Cups is saying, with the Five of Cups as well, that you're kind of coming from a place of maybe disappointments or things just not manifesting exactly how you want them to be. So I feel that could be a little bit of a challenge here. I feel like some of you in the past have been praying and asking for answers. I feel like you've been kind of hoping for blessings here with the Four of Swords as well, and maybe you've been doing a lot of meditating. But again, just I feel kind of like this, I don't want to say emptiness here, Cancer. I don't think you're empty, but I feel like you're just like asking yourself, like, what is going to lead to a life of satisfaction? What is going to lead to, a life where I feel just better in general? And that's what I feel a lot of you are looking for here with these cards. In the area of your near future, you have the High Priestess, and I feel this is kind of good, actually, because the High Priestess can kind of be like a blank canvas. She has no roof over her head on this card, and it kind of represents the fact that the sky is the limit. She can accomplish whatever she wants. That can be a good thing, could be a little bit of a challenge as well, because it's like, okay, where do you start, right? And that's what I feel some of you are asking, like, where do I start? What do I get going on? What should I create? What type of relationship should I be in? All these other things, right? So I feel like that's where some of you will be in the near future. I get like a very strong, I'm getting the word reminiscing as well. Now, this is not a card of reminiscing. The Six of Cups is a card of kind of nostalgia and thinking about the past. But I do feel like some of you are doing that here. I don't think it's a bad thing either, because I feel like this great sense of soul searching. Here in the area of what you will be doing over the next few months, you have the Hermit. The Hermit is a card of soul searching. He is searching for inner answers. He is searching for his inner light, and I feel like you will find it here, Cancer. So I feel for a lot of you, you are going to be finding a lot of answers. I would make sure that you're like putting in the work to find answers as well. Anything you could do, like any personal development work, I feel like anything, hypnosis. I feel like I said this to you in your most recent reading. I was like talking about hypnosis. I was talking about, any of that type of, any therapy, anything you could do to kind of like look at yourself, I feel will lead to a lot of benefits and will lead to a lot of improvements with the Hermit. I do also feel this could actually be a person that's coming in for you here. It could be a hermit. It could be a hermit-like person, a person who maybe doesn't go out much, more of a homebody type of person is what I'm getting here. Could be a Pisces, could also be a Virgo, could be any sign. This is a general reading, but I do feel there could be kind of like a more of a homebody type of person coming in for you here with this card. You are the sign of, Cancer is all about the home, right? And in astrology. And I really feel that major focus here where kind of like adjusting things in your home or changing things in your home would be extremely beneficial, especially with this Nine of Pentacles here, because, I feel like it's kind of talking about details and what you're surrounding yourself with. Next, in the area of your closest relationships, you have the Ace of Cups. I feel, number one, your closest relationships are going to be a great source of support and, guidance over the next few months. I feel like they're really going to, that's where you can get a lot of your energy. So I would make sure to open up here with the Hermit. Sometimes I feel, we don't want to socialize or whatever, but I actually feel like if you're lacking energy, if you're feeling tired or, if you just need support in general, probably your closest relationships are going to cause your cups to overflow. They're not going to, it's not going to drain you with the Ace of Cups. So it could be a great source of energy with this card. I do also feel a love offer coming in here. I'm going to clarify some of these cards in just a minute, but I do feel there could be a love offer coming in for you here, Cancer, with that Ace of Cups for sure. Next, for your feelings in the future, you have the Two of Swords here. Again, we see several cards here that represent a middle ground. The High Priestess, she's sitting in the middle of those two pillars. The Two of Swords can represent some sort of compromise, and I do feel that is a word that I'm getting for you here. Not how I always read the Two of Swords, but I do feel some of you are kind of either compromising with the universe or you're creating a compromise with yourself. Maybe you're just not being so hard on yourself here, Cancer, with the Two of Swords. So I do feel that that would be a good idea. And your outcome here is the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords can represent winning at all cost, so I would be careful of that. I would also I feel that this can be a card of selfishness, but I actually consider it to be a good card of selfishness. I consider it to be a good card for taking care of yourself, for healing yourself, for maintaining your energy, whatever the case may be. So it might not be a bad thing for you to be selfish at this time. But I want to clarify some of this. So let's see what is going on for you here, Cancer. I feel like whatever you're focused on here, again, the Nine of Pentacles is in the area of your thoughts. And that falcon that is up here represents, laser focus. So I feel maybe exactly the steps you need to take to be successful between now and the end of the year. I feel like you need to take action. Two of Swords and the Three of Wands is leaving a comfort zone. Pisces had the exact same thing. And I would just say leaving a comfort zone would be a good idea for you at this time, because I feel like it'll lead to just more success. I feel like it will lead to a lot more abundance as well. I want to clarify this Hermit. You have the Nine of Wands here. And I was saying this with the Four of Cups as well. It's almost like you're creating this new foundation, right? And I feel like that maybe should be your focus over the next few months between now and the end of the year, is like creating a foundation of success, not a foundation of disappointments with the Four of Cups. So how do we start that? Well, again, like I said, with the Nine of Pentacles, plain and simple, I feel like that is your answer. Starting with tiny little improvements in your life. For you, I would start in your environment, like the things that are around you, the people, or your self-esteem as well. There are plenty of, articles on how to increase your self-esteem. I would just start small, I wouldn't do anything crazy, but I really feel it's going to help you become more, enthusiastic, more driven, and all those other things. And, that's what I would say here. But I would open up with this energy. With that Ace of Cups here, with your close relationships, High Priestess, I do feel it could be a Pisces coming in for you. I want to pull another card there. Knight of Cups. Definitely love coming in for you here, Cancer, I would say between now and the end of the year. It's going to require action. There is no action here. High Priestess twice, very hidden energy here. So I feel if you do desire love, I would, make sure to open up to it here, especially with that Nine of Wands and the Hermit. And for your outcome, I want to clarify, you have the Fool, new beginning. In a lot of ways, this is just about getting started. The Five of Swords can say that you feel defeated over and over and over again. I get that feeling here with the Four of Cups. I just keep getting too many disappointments. Not really what the Four of Cups represents. The Five of Cups is more the card of too many disappointments. But I feel these two cards here in your reading are kind of tied together. So I feel like just taking a leap of faith, starting something new, starting over, starting new projects, starting new businesses, or kind of creating a new foundation is what you're needing to do here with the Fool. The Fool reminds us as well that it's like we're not starting from scratch with the Fool. The Fool has been through many cycles, death and rebirth cycles. He makes it to the world. He starts over as the Fool, and he just continuously works through the major arcana. That's like the point of life. So, but he has all this wisdom right here. The tiny little sack on his back says he has everything he needs right here, right between his two ears. So it's like I feel like you're coming, or you're going to be creating a new foundation kind of from a place of, having learned from this. So maybe a little bit of a stuck energy. I'm not going to lie, kind of weird, because it's like, Pisces had a little bit of a stuck energy here. I'm wondering if it's just like a weird, astrological energy that's going on. But again, like I said, you're watching tarot so that you don't get stuck, right? You're watching tarot so that you can move forward. And like I said, I feel like your biggest thing here would be working on your self-esteem, because, I feel like that will help you move forward. But it looks pretty good. So thank you for being here, Cancer. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy the rest of the year.